Hi, Laura Oakman with FoxSports.com's Peter Schrager and Jen Engel, writers, columnists, overall awesome people.
Yeah.
We're jumping in. You've kind of done a little dancing. You've been with the Ravens since week 16. All of a sudden, you've been hanging a lot with the 49ers this week. Are you staying with the Ravens, or are you feeling yourself being tugged a little bit?
You know, I've been very vocal in my columns all season long that the Ravens were the team to watch this season. They got injured. They didn't look good. They beat the Giants in week 16. And I said in my column, they are the team of destiny this year. Every year we see a team come out of nowhere in the wild card round and now make a run to the Super Bowl. It was the Packers in 2010. It was the Giants in 2011. This year's squad is the Ravens. I was with the Niners all week. I love what they have going on. They cannot stop the team of destiny. And I'll tell you this, all the stuff that surrounded the Ravens this week, whether it be deer antler spray or it be Ed Reed going out of verse and off script and talking about things they probably didn't want him speaking about, that will only galvanize this team even more. And that Ray Lewis angle that everyone might roll their eyes about and say, oh, enough with Ray Lewis. These Ravens, they believe in Ray Lewis. They love Ray Lewis. They want to win for Ray Lewis. The Ravens are still my pick, although the Niners had a very good week as well.
I like your pick, though. I like that you're going with your heart. I was trying to hear if that was more head or heart answer.
You wanted stats? You wanted matchups? No, they're a team of destiny. That's it. That's what matters.
I'm concerned about you two, though. You guys, I don't believe in destiny in football. I believe in quarterbacks. I have heard that from Jimmy Johnson. I've heard it from Bill Parcells. I have heard it from everybody in football. You tell me who has the better quarterback, and I will tell you who is going to win. And this may surprise everyone, especially those of you who love the Ravens.
I've got a Flacco jersey on right now, yeah.
But Joe Flacco, for all the experience, and I know he beat Tom Brady, I know he beat Peyton Manning, I still think the better quarterback on Sunday is Colin Kaepernick.
Why?
He can run, he can throw, he can beat you from the pocket, he can beat you traditionally, he can beat you new school. This guy is running that pistol to perfection. And don't be surprised on Sunday when he pistol whips the Ravens.
All right, now
Nice,
look,
Jen.
I respect Jen's opinion. Obviously, when you go and you work with both Bill Parcells and Jimmy Johnson, I'm telling you, quarterbacks, I understand that. But I'm taking Joe Flacco. And let me explain. Joe Flacco has now beaten, like you said, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, both of them in their buildings, mind you, the only quarterback ever to do that in one postseason. And he hasn't thrown an interception since that pick six he threw against Denver in the regular season. The Jim Caldwell factor is such an X factor that no one's really discussing right now because Flacco is an elite quarterback, right? The ownership, they backed it up this week. They said he's going to be our quarterback for 10 years, and rightfully so. He's going to get paid this offseason because he will be doing that Super Bowl, he will be hoisting that Lombardi, and he will be mentioned with the Brees, the Rodgers, the Bradys, and the Mannings.
And we keep talking about quarterbacks and offenses, but you're forgetting he's going against the Niners defense. And all the talk about the Niners this week, and yes, I love their offense, but their defense is what made this team go for most of the season, and I think we're overlooking it. I think Patrick Willis is the guy that he's going to have a huge game. And so Joe Flacco, and he hasn't had an interception, I think he's due.
I'll say this. Before the playoffs started, they switched around their offensive line. It was an experiment. We've never seen this from a coach right before playoffs. They moved Bryant McKinney to the tackle position. They took Kalichi Osemele, the rookie, they put him inside, and then they made that move to the other side. So now you have this whole new offensive line. They've given up 4 sacks all postseason. That's 3 games, 4 sacks. Incredible. And when you say about Kaepernick and how, this guy has been unstoppable, all this stuff, I will say this. No team has had 2 weeks to prepare for Kaepernick. So the one team that we saw play him twice, the St. Louis Rams, they silenced him. And I promise you, John Harbaugh has been watching Jeff Fisher's Rams tape all week long, and they'll have a plan in place. I don't think we're going to see the Colin Kaepernick we saw in the divisional round running all over the Packers. I think he'll be quiet.
Jen, you're talking about Joe against this Niners defense. Let's also talk about this young Kaepernick against this Ravens defense.
And usually when you have a young quarterback, your fear is he's going to get rattled. And that's why the run game for him is so important. I've heard so many coaches say it. The run game is rattle-proof. John Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh, both of them talked about it this week. It is what makes him so it's unpredictable because the things that you would normally expect from a young quarterback don't apply to him because this is a kid who, if things break down, he just takes off running and he almost becomes more dangerous. There was a play in that Green Bay game, and I'm not kidding, he didn't have the angle and he still outran everyone on the field. When you have that kind of, it just takes the nerves out of it. I could see him doing that a lot in the first quarter. By the second quarter, he's settled in, and then he's really dangerous.
Laura, I'll say this. One thing that is refreshing about this game, we talk about all these awesome offenses and the aerial shows and the running and the Oregon offense, how Chip Kelly's going to do it. Both these teams, what do they do best? They hit you in the mouth. And we got two just tough, hard-nosed teams. And I know the NFL's going in that direction where it's all offense, but it's awfully refreshing to see two teams that rely on the run primarily and the hitting in your face on defense. I like it.
Peter, Jen, great insight. Thank you so much.